Hey guys, it's Casey and I'm gonna show you how I got my French curl braids.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly, look in my eyes.
So I've had these braids in for about 2 weeks now. They've held up pretty well. I do go to the gym. If you guys didn't know, I work at a hospital, so I work 12-hour shifts. And my braids did get a little matted, so I have had to give them a little refresh, but as you can tell, they have bounced back quite nicely. So I will make sure to link all the products I've used to get this hairstyle. That way, if you want to try it yourself. I will say this was the first time ever doing French curl braids, so I definitely made a few mistakes, but I learned from them and I'll make sure to pass those tips off to you guys. This was actually only the third time I've ever braided my own hair, so I am definitely no expert. But I think that will help you guys out. Because I'm not an expert, I definitely do things like the easy way. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video and let's go do my hair. Oh my God, I haven't even started braiding yet and I already regret my decision. How are we gonna do this? Y'all, what activity am I starting? So I've never used this braiding hair before. Got it from Amazon, and there are 6 packs of hair in here, and I ordered 2 because I am like so afraid of running out. Each pack came with some clips and a crochet hook and a couple little jewels, so I guess that's nice. And then I got this little braiding rack hair holder off Amazon. I will link everything below for you guys. It is like 1 o'clock right now and I am praying that I can finish this by 8 p.m. Alright guys, a third of my head is done. Cracking open an energy drink, spilling the energy drink. So it's 5 o'clock right now and I started this at 1:20. I did stop to have some lunch, but this is what we're looking like so far. I think it's looking good. One thing, I don't know if you guys can tell, the color of the hair is lighter than my actual hair, so I wish I would have gone a color darker. But I am just having a really hard time using this hair. If you've ever braided with Expressions hair before, you know it has a little bit of texture to it. And so this hair is very sleek, which is why these curls look so nice, but I'm having a really hard time when I'm braiding it. It's like slipping around. And then I'm also having a hard time tying the knots at the end. So kind of wish I would have bought like some glue or something just to glue them and be done with it. But I think this is gonna end up looking really good. This braid at the bottom, I made super, super tiny and I was like, that's not the vibe. So we're going for more of like a medium small braid size. I'll make sure when I'm done to give you guys a whole 360, but right now I wanted to give you a little time lapse of doing this side of the head, and then when I get to like the top row, I'll give you like a nice in-depth of how I'm doing all of this. Can't believe this is my first energy drink. Ugh. I really hope I finish this tonight because I have class tomorrow at 11 a.m. so might be going to class with half my head braided.
Quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like
one braid together. So I've got this little section plaited off and it takes me absolutely forever. So you are just gonna grab 3 parts of your hair, section them off, and then braid normally. I usually braid down like 3 or 4 times. So I'll braid down one more time. And then I grab my hair and I put it in between my thumb and my forefinger. And then I lock it into place. So I braid down like 2 more times. And then I grab another piece. And then with these size braids, I've been adding in about 3 to 4 pieces of hair. And now I'm just braiding really tight. The biggest thing with this hair is it gets knotted at the end. So with each braid, you want to pull and separate the strands so that you're not getting knotted at the end. As well as this hair is so silky and smooth that you really have to have a good grip on the hair and braid pretty tight. So as I'm getting to the part where my natural hair is ending, I like to grab a good amount of gel, and I like to gel my hair into the braiding hair. And then if I can, I like to tuck my hair behind the braiding hair. I am not the best at this, but I am pretty generous with the gel. And this just really helps with the little frizzies. So see my natural hair there? Grab some more gel and try to tuck it behind. Okay, so now I have just braiding hair, and I've been braiding about down to my boob. And then what has been taking me so long is knotting these braids at the end, because I'm not going to dip them in boiling water. So see, I've got like a little knot here. We don't care about that. I'll cut it at the end, or it'll just slide out like that. So the knot has really been slowing me down, but basically I've been grabbing a little side strand of hair, wrapping it around my hair and my fingers twice, and then grabbing it and pulling it through. So then it's knotted off like that, pulling it super, super tight, wrapping it around my fingers once, twice, and then pulling. See, I'm not good at this, guys. Wrapping it around my fingers once, twice, and then pushing the hair through. To knot it off on the end like that. And see, I've been doing it over and over again because I don't like that messy look. So then to just make sure it's like super secure, I have been knotting it, like triple knotting each knot, because I don't want these braids unraveling and pulling like super, super tight. The front is done. I definitely need to trim it because it's really long, but I still have the entire back of my head to do, and it's 8:23 at night. So I have this really nice like hook-on three-way mirror that I'm gonna use to, sorry, there is like loose hair everywhere, and I hate the feeling of like hair touching me. So I can like look in this mirror and then I can see the back of my head in the mirror that's like mounted on the wall. So I'm just gonna give her a quick clean. This is the mirror I was telling you guys about, and see, because it has the 3 panels, I'm able to see the back of my head. So, whew, all right, this is gonna be quite the experience doing the back of my head. So I did 5 rows in the front, and I think in the back I'll have to do 6, and then maybe just like 1 top row at the top. Braiding the back of my head is so hard because like your hands are opposite. So here we go. All right, you guys, it is 12:33 at night. We have 5 more braids. We are almost there. I feel like that that meme from Holes where it's like, oh, did my light just die? Yeah, I feel like that meme from Holes where it's like, I'm tired, Grandpa. And he's like, that's too damn bad. You gotta keep digging. That's me. You gotta keep braiding. Oh, I don't like that part. And this is literally the top of my head, so we want a nice part. So this obviously took me way longer than I anticipated. Remember when I told you guys, oh, I hope I'm done by 10? Here we are, 12:30 in the morning. We'll probably be done at like 1 o'clock. Dude, I watched the entire brand new season of Outer Banks, and I watched a movie on Netflix. Oh, my light's dead. Sorry, no more good lighting. And I am currently rewatching The Mandalorian season 2 because I realized the other day that I don't remember anything that happened. So it's like I just need to re-catch myself up. But I will say I'm super glad I started with the front of my head, because trying like this new braiding technique on the back of my head first would have been so challenging. So I'm really glad I started on the front to like kind of nail it down. And there are a few braids in the front I kind of want to redo, just because when I first like initially started, I was still like nailing down my technique. The braids in the back, they are what they are. Like if they're not great, you know, that's just too dang bad because they are the ones in the back, but the ones that are in the front, you know, that's what frames my face, and that is what people are going to be looking at. So definitely want those to look good. But so far this braiding hair is super, super nice. I'm very interested to see how long these curls are gonna last on me. I think I'm definitely like gonna make like a follow-up like maintenance video, like how the curls are lasting, what I'm doing to maintain these curls. I definitely need to go back and retie some of these because my tying technique at the beginning was not good. It's still not the greatest. I would actually suggest, if you are like me, because I don't know if I told you guys, this is the first time I have ever attempted these French braids. So I would suggest, if this is your first time doing it and you're not very good at like tying knots, or you don't feel confident about that, just like go buy some glue, because I really wish I just would have glued them down, because I see a couple are unraveling, so I'm gonna have to go back and get them. But overall, I'm really impressed with this hair. I've only used I'm probably gonna end up using the whole pack. And I have no idea how many braids are in my hair. Someone count for me, because I ain't counting. Maybe if I'm feeling flirty, I'll put how many are in the comments. But honestly, like the style, the look I was going for, I kind of wanted them to be smaller, but obviously my braiding skills are not there yet, because that would be like a 2-day process if I tried to make these bad boys even smaller. But tomorrow morning before I go to class, I'm actually gonna have to give them a little trim, because they are like, the ones that are on the nape of my neck are like past my butt. So I'll have to give those a little trimmy dim, because I wanted them more like below my boobs, like that length. And these are long, so I mean, I would rather have them too long than be too short. So that's good. See, I am not the best at tying these knots, y'all. This is what is slowing me down, honestly. It takes me like 3 minutes just to tie these damn knots. And I've tried to watch YouTube videos on like how other people tie these knots, and I'm just not grasping the technique. So I'm sure I'm making it like that much harder on myself doing these like knots that I've made up versus like an actual real knot. I mean, I used to do rock climbing, so like I used to tie knots, so you would think I would have it down, but I do not. And then I've just been like pulling these super, super tight. It needs a little knot on the end. There we are. All right, guys. Oh, that part looks kind of weird. Whatever. Okay. Almost there.
Reel me in to get it going, open me up. Sweet talking like you mean it, but you're making it so complicated. I fucking hate it. Every time I get too close, you push me away. Don't wanna stick, telling me you don't want any obligations, and how you hate them. Don't call me just cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. No. Maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much, and every single thought is making me. Give me something straight from your heart. All this insecurity is tearing me apart. You're making me sleepless. You're making me sleepless. Yeah. I keep losing in this game of playing pretend. I don't wanna be a 4 a.m. I'm suffocating just by waiting on you. So don't call me just cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. Nah, maybe I'm yours, maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much, and every single thought is making me. Give me something straight from your heart. All this insecurity is tearing me apart. You're making me sleepless.
Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. Just before I end off the video, a few things. This hair was 24 inches and it was so long. Like it comes down past my waist and almost to my butt. I actually trimmed this hair because I was like, this is too long. So if I was to do this style again, I would definitely buy the 18-inch hair, just because when I do my braids, I like my hair to be more like this length, like right under the bust. Also, this hair is very slippery, so you need to have a tight grip when you are braiding. Also, I was not a fan of tying knots at the end of my hair. I personally think next time I'm just gonna buy some hair glue and glue the ends, because several of the knots I tied, I had to go back and retie them, and also because the hair that I knotted with was curling the opposite direction, it actually caused quite a bit of tangling. So unless you are like an expert at tying these knots with your hair, I personally wouldn't recommend it. Just get some glue, skip the whole process. But I do think these braids are super cute, super fun. I've got a bunch of compliments on them, and I hope this video really helps you guys so that you can try it out. If you have any questions, please drop them down below and I'll make sure to answer them, and subscribe for my next hair video, and also my refresh video on how I keep these curls looking so good even after going to the gym and working 12-hour shifts.